Okay, here with Louis Fazakali after a roller coaster of emotions this afternoon from Alfreton, 2-2. Overall, what's your thoughts, Louis?
It's actually disappointment that we didn't get the 3 points today. When you look at the game, going 1-0 down and one man down after 15 minutes away from home, the draw is a good result. But when you actually reflect on the whole picture and you see the chances we had at the end, disappointed not to take at least one of them and get the win.
We started the game really well and we just got caught on the back foot for the penalty. Firstly, what was your thoughts on the actual penalty itself, and can you justify the red card?
Well, it's clear handball. It's one of those, reactive moments where you make a decision. He's slid in and the guy's cut it back, and he stuck his hand out. He didn't really have a lot of time to think about it. So yeah, it was unlucky for Harry Osborne. I thought it was a clear penalty, clear handball, and being a goal scoring opportunity, the ref had to send him off. Yeah.
Was you a bit disappointed with how they broke so easy on that occasion?
Yes. We spoke about the boys being switched on at the back. It's almost similar to the goal against Wrexham. We lose the ball and then they break very quickly. We told the defence to expect the worst, always expect the worst. So they should have been a bit more switched on to it. But it's something to work on.
At that stage, was it just about keeping in the game? Because obviously they've got a larger than normal crowd. It's a massive game, and was it a case just for 10-15 minutes weather that storm, and was you happy with how we did that?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I was very happy with the reaction because away from home, they've got their support behind them. You go 1-0 down, and it could be heads just drop, and you think it's going to be a long afternoon. But the boys, credit to the boys, the attitude and the work rate and the team spirit that we've got is great, and they reacted well and kept us in the game until half time.
And obviously we scored right on the half time, and it was a really well worked goal. It's obviously 10 men, they had a lot of men behind the ball, but Gallagher's played a lovely ball over to Ross and finished it well.
Yes, exactly. It was one of those kind of inventive moments that you need from your players, especially at times like that. Going into the half-time 1-1 it was a great psychological boost, and it was great for Roscoe to show some composure. He still had quite a lot to do. It was great for him to go around the keeper and score. So I was pleased with Jake and Roscoe linking up there.
The second half come out really fast off the blocks, and we go 2-1 up, and you think you could go on and push on and win now. Bushy coming to the starting lineup. We'll talk about it in a minute, but pleased for him to get on the score sheet. Yeah,
very pleased. Bushy's a great lad. He's got a great attitude. So the whole time he wasn't involved, he's still very positive around the changing room. Everyone is great. The atmosphere in the changing room is great, and he's come in and he's slotted in these last couple of games and done very well. Great, happy for him to get the goal. He showed some desire to get on the end of that.
Obviously we had 10 men, and I felt that Alfreton were exploiting us on the wide areas, and obviously their goal come from down the right hand side. So could you see that coming, or was that a bit of a disappointment?
That's actually something we counteracted at half time. When the red card happened, we went with a back four, which then we changed to a back three and went with four across the midfield, which allowed Barney and Jefford to press a little bit higher, and I thought that's what gave us the impetus in the second half and allowed us to play a bit more on the front foot. So on the face of it looks like we're being negative, taking Kieran off and bringing on Sam Berry, but that just allowed us to have a bit more balance in the back three and allowed us to push Barney and Jefford on, and I thought they played in the front foot well. I thought the whole team played in the front foot well, and the second half was a good performance, but the cross came in a little bit too easy, it's a shame we couldn't hold on.
Having said that, they obviously had a lot of succession of corners, but we've had 3 glorious chances to be safe now, effectively.
Exactly. We had the opportunity to get that goal and, like you say, secure our safety, and you expect either one of them to put the ball away and to score the goal. We had multiple chances. Jeff had one, Roscoe had one, and Jake had one, and you just need one of those to go in for you. But fair play to the keeper. He pulled off a couple of great saves. You know, the guys have hit the target. That's the least you want from them. But yeah, I'm just disappointed we couldn't take one of those chances and win the game.
Looking at the starting 11, you started Michael Mataganat again. What was the reasons for that?
I just thought, you know, he had a man of the match performance on Tuesday, and you've got to play your best players and the ones that are in form. And yeah, it was just we made a decision on that today, and we decided to stick with Mikey, and I thought he did well.
A couple of on the injury fronts as well. Can we see the likes of Rod Young and Tash back in the squad next week?
Tash is unlikely. Rod Young is available for selection, and Reece is probably unlikely. We'll see him as well. So.
And it's all on next week now, close to the final game of the season. Obviously, us at home to Southport, Bristol Rovers and Alfreton play. Is it a case of just concentrating on what we've got to do?
100%. You know, we've got to go into that game still confident. You know, we've gone one man down, and we're disappointed not to get a win here. So the boys are playing well. The boys are working hard. The atmosphere, the team spirit is great. So we're going to have a good week of training. We're going to go into that game with maximum confidence to get the win, because you know we get the win and it's done and dusted. We don't have to worry about any other result. So our focus is going to be 100% to go and get the win. Yeah.
And a full week of training, and are you going to prepare them any differently? Are you going to try and? I mean, this week there's been a lot of build up to this particular game. Next week going to be even more. Do you change the style of training then?
No, not at all. We always train, you know, with a good intensity. We always train with a good focus, and we're just going to do the same again. Me, Matt and Paul going to go away and figure out our game plan, and once we have that, then we're going to put on our training sessions accordingly and work towards Saturday. So yeah, training won't change too much. Just we'll prepare the boys as best as we can, as always.
Excellent. Thanks for your time, Lou. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Thanks.
Yeah, we done well because they were on top. They were getting wide and creating a few crosses and chances. But we done well. We dug in. We weren't playing particularly well, but we were grafting, which we need as 10 players on the pitch, especially being that man down. And we done that, and we held out, and then yeah, we got the goal, which was nice.